What's up, y'all? OG the Beast here. Hey, today we gonna get into something very interesting. I think y'all will like it. But this video took quite a bit of time to make, so it would be awesome if y'all could take a couple seconds out of your time to like the video and sub to the channel if you're new. Let's shoot for 100 likes on this one, y'all. Hey, I'm finna take y'all down memory lane real quick. And remember, just because you ain't see it, don't mean it didn't happen. Go ahead and drop my intro.
It's killer raps, we got the hottest staff. In 03, I made a dynasty like Robert Kraft.
Becoming a great talent in the NFL is extremely hard. Most people who enter the draft don't succeed, or some do succeed early, but the success doesn't last long. Would you believe that the bust rate for first-round draft picks in the NFL is 44%? That's a large amount considering how many people are taken. But there are some rookie seasons that should never be forgotten. So if you didn't know, after this video, you definitely will know. A little before my time, there was a big back with a jerry curl by the name of Eric Dickerson. Taken with the second pick in the 1983 draft by the Los Angeles Rams, he entered the league with a bang in his rookie season. He recorded 390 carries and rushed for a rookie record 1808, which was also enough to lead the league that season. His 18 touchdowns on the ground was good enough for second in the league behind John Riggins in Washington. Dickerson's 2,212 total yards is a rookie record. He also added 51 catches and 2 more TDs receiving that year as well. Dude was a straight beast. Just like the guy I'm sure everybody's familiar with that only needed 18 inches of daylight. Gale Sayers was taken in the 1965 draft by the Chicago Bears with the 4th overall pick. From the moment he stepped on the field, the Bears knew they made the right decision. Gale Sayers was amazing. 2,272 all-purpose yards validates that point. Also leading the NFL with 22 total TDs in his rookie season, along with a 6-touchdown game against the 49ers. In that game, check it out, in that game, Gale Sayers rushed for 4 touchdowns, took a screen pass to the crib, and returned a punt. His combination of speed and quickness was rare at that time, and so was his abilities as a football player. Not just a running back, y'all. Sayers that season scored seemingly every way possible. He rushed for a touchdown, caught a touchdown, took a punt return to the crib, kick return to the crib, and even passed for a touchdown that year. And that, my friends, has never been done again. Unfortunately though, due to injury, we were robbed of what could have been the greatest running back of all time. But the NFL is a next man up type of league, considering how grueling the sport is. So in essence, injuries aren't always a bad thing, to say the least. It can also give a person a chance to show what they can do.
3rd and 7 over the 19th for Pittsburgh, and Maddox throwing to Plexico Burris, and Primetime gets over, leaves the game with a hamstring injury, would not return but made the play there. So it's 13-0 Baltimore. Time of possession kept Pittsburgh in their own zone. Gary Baxter rustles in, hits Maddox on the arm. It's a fumble. Suggs recovers, returns to the one, and Maddox injured right elbow. He's out at least a week, and so that means Roethlisberger, who played, will be the starter next week.
Maddox goes down, and here comes the future of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Big Ben Roethlisberger. As a rookie, Big Ben passed for close to 3,000 yards and 17 TDs. Now that's not bad, but the reason I decided to bring him up in this conversation is because of his undefeated record as a starter. 14 straight wins, including the playoffs, y'all. Big Ben was a QB that Pittsburgh didn't want to initially start, though. They wanted him to sit behind Maddox and learn from the vet, but obviously, that didn't happen. He was forced into the lineup and never looked back. Big Ben still to this day owns the record for completion percentage as a rookie with 66.9. He would of course win a Rookie of the Year, and the Steelers would make it to the AFC Championship game that season, but would lose to the inevitable champions in New England. Truth be told though, that Steelers team was tough, y'all. They was good enough to win a Super Bowl that year in my opinion if they put it all together. Number 1 ranked defense, loaded on offense. I mean, the only thing they were missing was a guy that can return kicks.
We think every time he goes back to receive a kick that something special is about to happen.
Devin Hester is in a different category. He's unbelievable. You don't find guys like him.
Devin Hester can do just about anything you ask him to do.
What he did in his first 3 years in the league, no one's ever done it.
To be the best return in the history of the game.
Oh, I know y'all remember this man, the greatest kick returner of all time. How could I not talk about this? Taken in the second round by the Chicago Bears as a corner/utility guy, Hester was an immediate impact for the Bears. First game, rival team, Green Bay Packers, fourth quarter. This happened.
Hester backpedals to the 16, starts to his right up to the 20, 25, finds a little room, 30, look out, across the 40. He's got the punter to beat, 45, right sideline, 40, 30. He's to the 20, got a picket line, he'll score, touchdown Chicago.
84 yards to the crib. And Hester wasn't done. He would do it again, and again, and again, and again, until he racked up enough to break the all-time record for returns. Hester scored on a kick return, a punt return, and a missed field goal that season. There was even a game that season where the Rams faked the onside kick and kicked it deep. Now, the problem was the Bears had the hands team out there. And if you're familiar with football, the hands team doesn't really know how to block well. They there to recover the onside kick. So they was all discombobulated and such when the St. Louis Rams decided to kick it deep instead of go for the onside kick. But Devin Hester, being Devin Hester, still took it to the house.
Devin Hester, with lanes blown down because of the onside, takes it 95 yards for his second kickoff return of the night. Touchdown! And an NFL record, 6th return of the year.
Ooh-wee! I had to show the special team some love, y'all. This rookie season should never be forgotten. Oh yeah, and this shouldn't either.
Terry on the approach, flat crawls, popping here in Miami. It sails to the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester.
Trying to work it back to the middle, gets past the first wave, and here he goes. It's Hester inside the 30. Hester's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. And no flag, 92 yards.
Y'all can put that in y'all's book. I told you and I told you. Touchdown.
The freak. If I had to choose a number, right, of where this season ranked, this will probably be at the top of the list. Randy Moss slipped in the draft back in 1998 before being taken with the 21st pick to the Vikings. Moss wasn't happy about going so low, and he felt his calling would be at number 8 to the Dallas Cowboys. They had other plans and took a defensive end instead, so Moss made it his point to show them boys what they missed out on. And indeed, he did just that.
Robert Smith is back from Minnesota, and he is throwing it back to Cunningham, the old flea picker, and open is Randy Moss, and in the end zone is a Minnesota touchdown.
To this Viking team.
Here's Cunningham back to throw it and going deep, and he's got Moss, and there's a flag on the play, and Moss has caught the pass and is in the end zone anyway. Touchdown. Just throw it as far as you can.
This guy is amazing. Randy Moss is amazing. Randall Cunningham is amazing.
The Cowboys showing blitz. Minnesota hits Randy Moss, breaks a tackle, and Randy Moss races down the sideline, and Randy Moss just outruns everybody into the end zone. He is incredible.
3 catches, 163 yards, and 3 TDs. He made them boys look foolish out there. But that was only one of many games like that he had this season, as he would rack up 1,313 yards and 17 touchdowns, which led the league and is still a rookie record to this day. I mean, it seemed like Randall Cunningham just closed his eyes and threw the ball as far as he could that season. Moss even beat out his Hall of Fame teammate Chris Carter, who also had a decent year going for over 1,000 yards and 12 TDs himself. That offense led the league in points per game and total points. One of the greatest offenses of all time. They didn't call him the freak for no reason, y'all. But speaking of a freak, there was a 6'5" quarterback taken with the first pick in 2011 by the name of Cam Newton, who also exemplifies a freakish stature. Coming into a rookie season surrounded by all the hype, the question was, hey, can Cam Newton carry over that success he had in college? I mean, the man won the Heisman, won the Iron Bowl, and the national championship. Now it was time to take his talents to Carolina. And in his debut game, straight out the gate, he showed what he can do at the highest level.
Look at the Cardinals all standing in a two-point stance on the third down. Here comes the blitz. Newton puts it up. He's got a man, and he completes it. Steve Smith is going all the way. Touchdown, Carolina.
The man had 422 passing yards and 3 total TDs, which was a record-breaking game. He would finish the season with 4,751 total yards and 35 total touchdowns en route to the unquestioned Rookie of the Year. Hey, yo, I recently made a video on Cam Newton. If y'all want to go check it out, it should be at the top of your screen right now. Yeah, go check that out. Of course, after you watch this one. But shortly after Cam had an incredible season, there was a draft that pumped out some incredible talent the following year. Andrew Luck was taken with the first pick of that quarterback-driven draft. He threw for over 4,300 yards, breaking Cam's previous record for passing yards by a rookie. Didn't take long for people to start calling Luck one of the best quarterbacks in the game, especially after attempting to fill a void that Peyton Manning left. One of the greatest of all time. Luck turned a team that was 2-14 the previous season to 11-5 with him at the helm. Very impressive. But I don't know if it was as impressive as the guy that was taken after him in that same draft. RG3 was the second pick and had an efficient season for the books. 3,200 passing yards to go along with 20 TDs and only 5 interceptions en route to Rookie of the Year. Man, what happened to this RG3? He also added another 800 on the ground to go along with 7 more touchdowns, y'all. Hell, I remember when he torched my Eagles and threw for 4 TDs while only incompleting 1 pass the entire game. Gotta be one of the biggest what-if stories of all time. But the guy that's not a what-if is the guy that was slept on in this draft. Taken in the 3rd round was a small quarterback from Wisconsin by the name of Russell Wilson. The crazy thing is, unlike the other 2 guys, Wilson had to earn his spot as the starter, beating out Matt Flynn, whom in which they paid during the offseason to be the starter. Wilson would go on to lead his team to the playoffs while having a perfect passer rating at home all regular season. He's the only rookie to do so, by the way. Somehow, these 3 guys will always be intertwined in history. Wilson is the one who beat RG3 in the playoffs that year, in which he suffered the injury that changed his career forever. Injuries are a part of the game, y'all. And as I stated earlier, all injuries are bad, but there are some who benefit from these situations.
He's had some damn crippling type of, of injuries, and if he goes down...
Well, we saw what happened. We already know. If he goes down, we already know the answer to that.
Under pressure, Romo will go down. Oh, he's holding this back.
Like I stated with Big Ben, out goes Romo, in comes Dak. In the 2016 draft, the Dallas Cowboys needed to solidify their spot at the running back position after losing DeMarco Murray. They were also in search of a backup, knowing that Tony Romo was getting up there in age. So they used their 1st round on Ezekiel Elliott and their 4th round on Dakota Prescott. The rest was history.
I think everybody, including the 3 guys in this booth, are very excited to see Ezekiel Elliott.
2nd and 1. Going right. Has daylight. And lowers the boom in the Legion of Boom secondary.
Taking on the biggest, baddest safety in this league.
I kind of like this Elliott guy. I think he's going to be that kind of a guy.
He looked for Cam Chancellor and said, where is he? I'm going to try to run over him just to show my teammates how much I belong.
Behind Elliott, he takes a shot from Cam Chancellor.
Yeah, that's a flag.
Yep.
That's a late hit.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
First, Ezekiel Elliott lowers the boom on Chancellor. Chancellor didn't like it much, Coach. And on the very next play, he takes a late hit on Ezekiel Elliott. So he's got a Pro Bowl veteran player in Cam Chancellor losing his cool.
Spins off a man.
That's
and
Chancellor
down to the
again.
17.
That's Chancellor again.
And once again, Ezekiel Elliott just drops his shoulder, runs over Chancellor. I mean, that's impressive.
Both rookies would lead their team to 11 straight wins, finishing the season 13-3 to take the division. They would both make the Pro Bowl, of course, but Dak would take home the Rookie of the Year, putting up 3,667 yards and 23 touchdowns. He also added close to 300 more rushing yards and 6 more TDs on the ground. Now, Zeke, on the other hand, rushed for over 1,600 yards and 15 touchdowns that season, leading the league in both of those categories. Hey, I remember the talk surrounding both of these guys winning an MVP potentially that season they were playing so well. Both of these guys were amazing and helped start a new potential triplets all over again in Dallas with the late acquisition of Amari Cooper. But listen, y'all, there were so many great rookie seasons, I can't name them all. But I'll tell you this, if you didn't know, now you know. But let me know down in the comments if you feel I left somebody out. Don't forget, please don't forget to leave a like on the video. This video took quite a bit of time to make. Show some appreciation to your boy, man. That's how you support the channel and help us grow. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I appreciate it, guys. I'm gonna get on up out of here. OG out.